I noticed something, Ken, when Collins got into his 50. I saw the wicketkeeper going to top and telling Collins, well batted. Was that a good sign of showing seniority into the team?
I think it's a good sportsmanship. The wicketkeeper just applauding Collins's 50. And I think the games have been played in a very good spirit. And as we see Adil continuing from the Muranga Road end, Nepal have managed to pick 2 wickets. And balls a full toss to Collins. Collins hits it through mid-wicket. Does it have enough legs to get to the boundary? Yes, it does. 4 runs for Collins. Adil looks like he missed a step there and bowled a full toss to Collins. And Collins obliging by hitting it through mid-wicket. And as I was saying, Nepal looked to pick wickets and break the partnership that was growing between Rakep and Collins. And that's why they brought the seamers from the Muranga Road end. And it has worked for them. They've picked 2 wickets. Kenya has gone from being 82 for 2 to 118 for 4. Ball's a wide ball. That's a wide one. Seems to be in a bit of discomfort there, Adil. I think the previous ball he landed awkwardly.
He looks like a tough guy. He just can't give up like that. He has to continue. He knows his mandate on how to finish up his 10 overs.
Goes wide again, but just inside the tram line. Collins goes for a big drive, but misses it. At this point in time, I'm sure the Kenyan dugout will want Collins Obuya to bat long. If Collins is there, then Kenya is going to get a respectable target.
Yes, as we said earlier, when the absence of Irfan and Nehemiah, Collins has to take charge simply because they lost Rakep long earlier. And if he happens to follow to Rakep's footsteps, then Kenya will have a problem.
Definitely, and there Collins flirting with danger. Adil just bowling it again a bit wide, and Collins hanging his hand. Very fortunate not to get an edge. And yes, David, Collins is now the remaining recognized batsman, if I may use that term. And he just needs to bat with the other guys coming in the lower order and try and shepherd them to a good target.
And I'm sure if Collins continues to bat in the next 10 overs.
That's a good ball from Adil once again. Squares Collins, edges it to third man for a single.
As long as we have 10 overs to spare and Collins still on the wicket, it means we can get a good score on the board.
Definitely, yes. And being a senior guy, he's going to give advice and control the other guys on the other end how to approach the remaining 19 or so overs. That's a good ball from Adil, straight onto the stumps, but Bundi digs it out to deep square leg for a single. I think that was an inside edge by Bundi. Very lucky there not to miss it. He was plumb dead.
And finishing the end of the over, the 31st over, Kenya is on 121 for the loss of 4 wickets. Obuya, Collins on 59 and Emmanuel Bundi on 2.
And David, I know you're a coach. You've worked so many times with the young boys, school boys, the under-19s. How do you feel to see the kids you've worked with grow up and get a chance in the national team?
I'm telling you, Steve, when I walk into any park, then I happen to see one of my boys wearing the badge of national team. I feel like I've done my part. Because if someone else did it to me, and I'm doing to a young one like that one, but it doesn't mean that the moment I see them play for the national team, It's now they are big boys. I keep on giving them advice, telling them what to do to continue. For you to survive, it's for you to be disciplined. Yes, Steve.
Very nice. I'm sure you're pleased to see some of your proteges, the kids you've worked with, donning the Kenyan jersey, as we continue to see Alam continuing from the Wangari Maathai Road end. Bowling to Bundi. Bundi just taps it to covers. No run there. Dot ball.
If you see, talking about the youngsters, Steve, Bondi is one of my prominent players that I've coached, including Sachin. When I see them playing like this, I feel something very good and important for me to continue. Oh, that's a squeezed single there. Luckily enough, the fielder didn't pick it well.
One of the senior guys in the team, Gyanendra Mala, just having a misfield there. If he had picked it quickly, there was a chance of a run out.
Keeper still shouting.
Collins again just taps it to backward point. No run there, single. Alam has done a good job for his keeper. He's been very tight and mean with runs. Again, another dot ball. Just one run of this over. Is he going to finish well? Collins jumps out and goes for it. Does it go all the way? And yes, what a big six by Collins. Used his feet well there and hit it over long on for six.
And Steve, if you see, at the end of the over, Kenya now on 128 for the loss of 4 wickets. Collins on 65, Manuel Bundi on 3. And the ball just flew down through the Nepalese supporters, and I saw the faces, they were like shouting. It must be a good message all the way from outside to Collins and Bundi. Maybe they're told to watch out till the 40th over. Maybe we see what we can get, then we can accelerate from that.
Yes, I think those would be the plans. I don't think Kenya would want to lose another wicket right now. If these two can take it deep to the 40th, 45th over.
As Bundi is preparing to face Adele. I've noticed, Steve, the field placing, they have changed. Most like 4 players saving the singles. They are next to the wicket. I don't know what that indicates.
No, it does because Bundi is just fresh on the wicket. They don't want to give him easy singles. They're trying to keep Collins off the strike and attack the new batsman. It's a very good ploy by the captain, Nepal captain Rohit Paudel. And there Adil strays onto Bundi's pad. Bundi flicks him to deep square leg. There's a misfield. Does it get to the boundary? No, they scamper through for 3 runs. There was a bit of fumble in the deep there, which allowed Kenyans to run through for 3 runs.
And you can see Adil just throwing his hand, showing a sign of just not feeling happy. He was trying to attack the pads because when he released the ball was coming in swing.
Was a wide one there. Bundi tries to slash hard but misses it. I think the tactic here from Adil would be, because the wicket is keeping a touch low, just ball straight, stump to stump. If the batsman misses, he hits either LBW or bowled. And Unfortunately, the previous ball is strayed too much to the pads and Bundi flicked him.
Oh,
There we go again, the ball just staying a touch low and even becomes difficult for the keeper to collect it nicely.
still that ball didn't look like the Collins could have just played straighter than cutting the ball.
I think it was just reacting to the instincts where the ball was pitched. It was pitched a touch shorter, and it's just reacting as a batsman.
The point has moved a bit back and made on quite back for like 5 steps. There we go.
Was short again. Collins
about.
cut hard to backward point. Gets a boundary. Collins moves to 69. Kenya 135 for 4 in the 33rd over. Ball short again. Collins punches it to point, and there was a chance of a run out there, but ricochets off the stump to mid on for a single.
No confirmation of a run out there. Batsman's just home and dry. At the end of the over, the score is 136 for the loss of 4 wickets. Collins Obuya on 69 and Emmanuel Pundi on 6. As Steve takes a little break, we invite the most senior man. Welcome, buddy.
Thank you, David. I'm still young. You made me the senior out here. All right.
You did the job.
33 gone. 136 for 4. And what's good is that Obuya has stood tall. Still some batting to come, and go to the skipper. He's tapping his bat there. He'll enjoy a few taps as well in the middle. Oh, that's been picked up. Shot, half tracker, pulled towards the cow corner region. You can't do that to Obuya. He's so strong in that region. Basir begins with a loosener, and Obuya fetches 4.
It looks like he was waiting for that ball. After the ball was pitched, immediately pulled it out for the boundary.
Easy picking for someone who's batting in the 60s right now. Just took his time. Clobbered that. Now short and wide. Slashed hard. That's going towards sweeper cover. They're looking for the second. Obuya will have to run the run fast. Does well. It's a good start to the 34th over. 6 coming in the first 2 deliveries. Pressure on Basir.
Now they've decided to move away from the wicket. Now we only have 3 saving the singles.
Trying to pull that again from outside off. That's